KJA Global Channel.
Freedom by design.
The questions that test freedom.
The 30 articles. Q&A.
Masterclass series.
E139.
Article 14. The test of a nation's conscience. Pillar.
Human dignity and civic civilization. Article 14 pairs with Episode 95.
What exactly does the right to seek asylum protect?
It protects the right of a person facing persecution for who they are, what they believe, or what they have said, to seek safety in another land, and to have that claim fairly examined. It is not a guarantee that everyone who asks may stay, and it is not open borders. It is the right to a fair hearing of a claim of mortal danger.
The implementation mechanism is a genuine status determination process that distinguishes real persecution from other motives on evidence rather than prejudice, so that no plea of danger is dismissed unheard.
Across sectors,
it requires fair refugee determination, access to the process, and protection during its course.
what is the one rule that holds the whole right together?
That a person may never be returned to a place where they face persecution, torture, or death. This principle of non-return is what converts asylum from sentiment into binding obligation.
A state may regulate its borders and debate its policies, but it may not push a human being back into the hands of those who would destroy them. Not by direct expulsion, not by turning them away at the gate before they can ask, and not by sending them to a third place that would return them onward.
The rule is the floor beneath which no civilized order may sink.
Across sectors,
It forbids pushbacks, summary rejection at borders, and chains of transfer that end in danger.
how does a fair and humane asylum process actually work?
It works by combining order with conscience. Those who arrive can access a fair procedure, with a chance to present their claim, interpretation, and legal help where needed, and a reasoned decision by an independent body.
The system distinguishes the genuinely endangered from others without treating the desperate as criminals to be repelled. And it shares responsibility rather than shifting the burden onto the poorest neighbors. The mechanism is a process that is both disciplined and humane, neither a closed gate nor an absence of all process, but conscience built into procedure.
Across sectors,
Accessible procedures, legal assistance, reasoned decisions, and fair responsibility sharing.
why is this right called the audit of a nation's humanity?
Because it tests whether a society's principles survive contact with fear, and cost-honoring rights is easy when it is free. The person fleeing for their life costs attention, resources, and political courage. The catalyzing insight is that how a nation treats the endangered stranger, the person with no claim on it, but their humanity, reveals whether it believes in human dignity as such, or only in the dignity of its own. A protection that extends only to those a society already accepts was never a human right at all.
Across sectors,
It measures a system by its treatment of the most vulnerable outsider, not its own citizens.
difficult questions do not weaken freedom.
They protect it from shallow thinking and unaccountable power.
Examine the assumption, verify the evidence.
Continue learning and turn understanding into responsible civic action.
Share this discussion.
Participate thoughtfully and subscribe to the KJA Global Channel so that the learning continues.
KJA.
Knowledge justifies authority.
Freedom must not only be imagined,
Freedom must be designed.
protected, and lived.